Alright, so a few days ago, I released a video on my YouTube channel letting you know that in the latest version of Lightroom, which is version 9.2, which was released on the 20th of February 2026, Adobe has now added Generative Upscale with Topaz Gigapixel. But now that the dust has settled and the initial excitement and wow factor has significantly reduced, the reality of what this actually is has hit home, and it's genuinely making me feel concerned about the future of Lightroom. Now, this may come across as a bit of a rant and somewhat negative, but for good reason. So before we get into it, let's take a brief moment for some mindfulness and a little bit of positivity. So here's 30 seconds of this. Now, if you love photography, love taking photographs and enjoy editing your images, then why not join us in the free photography community on School? It's a safe space for like-minded people with an active forum of thousands of members from all over the world where you can connect, hang out, learn and share. There's also a classroom, a members map and a member events page for events happening all over the world. There's no algorithms, no ads, none of that social media rubbish, but it's exactly how social media should be. On screen there's a link and a QR code, or you can simply click the link in the description of this video and we'll see you there. Now, having read all of the comments since I posted the video on my YouTube channel, I've kind of been prompted to have a real deep think about this, and I've kind of uncovered a few issues. And I must admit, I'm not happy, and I'm actually quite concerned. I've written down quite a lot, so I'll try to stick to the script, but I might go off on tangents every now and again. But the first point I wanted to address is the concept of a non-destructive workflow. Now, one of the major advantages of using Lightroom, whether it's Lightroom, Lightroom Classic, mobile or web, is its completely non-destructive workflow. Previously, extensive editing would require multiple trips back and forth to Photoshop. However, with the new features like masking and other enhancements in Lightroom, we can achieve much more directly within the app. Editing, special effects, lighting effects, and much more, with even more capabilities, no doubt, on the horizon. However, Adobe's introduction of Topaz Gigapixel has shifted this dynamic by introducing a destructive element to the workflow in Lightroom. This change essentially puts a full stop to our editing process and then generates a new file. Now, although we retain the original edited file, we now also have an upscaled version, so results in two files. Now, this I don't want, and I reckon many of you don't either. We saw a similar situation with Adobe's super resolution. Initially, it created a new DNG file, which users didn't appreciate. Adobe responded to the feedback and updated the features so that super resolution no longer generated a new file. And so we maintained the non-destructive workflow. Now, with Topaz Gigapixel, we seem to have reverted to the earlier, less desirable state. And this raises a significant question. Adobe was aware that we preferred a non-destructive workflow. So why introduce a tool like Topaz that kind of contradicts this? It really does make you wonder what Adobe's decision-making process is. I mean, why would you do this? But seeing as I mentioned super resolution, let's have a talk about it. It's a feature designed to upscale images. This technology, developed by Adobe, has been available in Lightroom for some time, and it performs well. It allows us to upscale images by 2 times and supports various file formats, not just RAW. And additionally, it provides a preview of the upscaled image at no cost. So why introduce a similar external third-party solution? It just seems counterintuitive for a company recognized as a leader in creative software to not focus on innovating its own technologies and make super resolution be able to upscale 4 times like Gigapixel. But instead of developing proprietary software functions, they seem to be outsourcing. This isn't innovative. This is laziness. Moreover, Adobe's attitude might appear either nonchalant or arrogant. There have been several price increases recently and likely more on the way. That's business, however much we as end users don't want that to happen. But whenever prices go up, customer dissatisfaction becomes evident on social media and blogs. People feel that while Adobe may be offering something new, they also take something away. Why doesn't Adobe use the revenue to innovate and regain customer support. It just seems illogical to alienate users by not focusing on enhancing their own technology. They already have the foundational upscaling function. Why not improve it? Or are we to think that they simply lack the capability to do so? But now let's talk about the version of Topaz Gigapixel that's been integrated within Lightroom. It is incredibly basic. You simply either use 2 times or 4 times for the upscaling, and then you press a button. That's it. You use it without any preview of the results. There are no controls to adjust it, making it very simplified. In contrast, the standalone Gigapixel software offers way more. You can upscale up to 6 times. You can also create a custom upscale size. There are numerous controls available, allowing you to fine-tune the appearance of your upscaled image. But most importantly, you can preview the outcome before finalizing it. However, using Topaz Gigapixel through Lightroom is involving a blind process. You don't see what you'll end up with, yet it costs you generative credits. Yeah, I get it. In the AI world, this is typical. You request a generation, you see the result, and if it's not satisfactory, you generate another one, consuming more credits every single time. But why settle for this limited functionality in Lightroom when the standard Topaz Gigapixel software provides a preview? It just doesn't make sense. Also, with the standalone Topaz Gigapixel, you get unlimited upscaling without additional cost. You pay for Topaz each month, and the generations are unlimited. But my genuine concern with Adobe integrating third-party plugins into Lightroom is that they might continue down this path without innovating. They seem to be taking the easy route. They already have their own functions in Lightroom, so why add in the same from third parties? Is it merely because generative credits are consumed and end users might buy more? Is that really the reason? Have they stopped innovating because all they see is potential money? The worry I have is that Lightroom will just become a hub for these plugins, reducing its original functionality to merely a platform for third-party tools, which users will have to access using generative credits. I mean, is Adobe's main goal really just to push users towards using more generative credits? Now, I love AI and its capabilities, but it won't replace my creativity. I see AI as a tool to enhance my work, not to create something entirely new, except maybe when I'm making thumbnails for videos like this. However, Adobe seems to be overly focused on promoting it, which is becoming tiresome. They used to be leaders in creative software innovation, but now it feels like they're incorporating what other companies develop into their own software. I've been a strong advocate for Lightroom, especially in my communities and at events for quite a while. I love it, and I believe many people misunderstand its capabilities, particularly with the changes like local storage and how it could potentially suit their workflow. But Adobe's current direction is making it really hard for me to continue recommending it. And listen, just because this isn't happening in Lightroom Classic, there's nothing to say that that wouldn't go the same way as well. I've built my career using Adobe software and I stand by it when necessary. But with these recent developments, I just feel compelled to speak out. Adobe, what are you doing? Why are you in bed with Topaz? If it's all about selling credits, know that I won't be buying extra credits. If I run out, I'll wait until the next month when they refresh. And in the meantime, I'll just revert to using traditional skills and techniques in Photoshop that I have used for years. AI doesn't replace creativity. It's just another tool. So Adobe, if you are listening, and I really, really hope you are, please reconsider the direction you're going. You have a supporter here, but you're seriously risking that support. Focus on innovation, not shortcuts, and stop being lazy.